I'm going to save these moldings. In order to do that, you take your X-Acto knife and you run it down through the back. There's a sealant in there, and that'll break the seal. And this way, you can go ahead and take these off and reuse them. Now, some of these edges I've already done. These inside edges, I have not. And you can see I'm wearing gloves, nice and protected. And when you do this, you'll see that I work from the corner on down. I always take a knife and I pull the knife, push the knife away from me, never pull a knife towards you. Put your putty knife in behind there. You'll see that. That will move. Will give you something to pry against. And then I'm going to take my tool. I'm actually going to stick it behind there. Up, a little bit of a break. And I will pry that down. This is all in an attempt to save these pieces. And what we're doing is we're saving the molding so that we could use it later. And this is a piece of molding I took off earlier. And you can see you clean it all back up and you can reuse it again. Save yourself some money and you get everything to match. The molding will come out and there'll be some big nails left in here, probably nails left like right here. See, there's nails left in there. We'll address those all in a minute. The molding off. And as you know, I said before, you get left with nails in there. Well, they're going to get you later on, and we want to save this. So we want to take the nails out. And that's pretty simple to take them out of these. You take a pair of call them side cutters. A lot of electricians go ahead and use them. And you can pull them out from the back, and they'll pull out nice and easy. Pull out all of these. As I said, I'm going to save this for later use. There's not much effort to take them out. I don't believe in destroying everything. Sledgehammer doesn't solve problems. It only creates more problems when you start swinging the sledgehammer. Stuff flies. Make another hole. And then you got to fix something else. You don't want to fix anything. So now we have all of these little nails left all over the place. And in order to prevent as much damage, I like to go ahead and back them up a little bit. And you pull out the nails. The next thing is we're going to take that tile off. As a matter of fact, I think I'm probably going to take the whole backboard or the wall board off with that too. Because most of the time when you take tile off the wall board, you get left with a big hole that you have to repair later on anyway. Maybe we'll go ahead and show you that it makes a big hole. Maybe you'll get lucky. I doubt it. We're going to take the mantle apart. You'll see there's nice little curves and everything in here. This is probably composed of a bunch of pieces. I'm going to do the same thing. We'll cut that there. And you'll also see, oh, there's caulking right there. This is a separate piece. And I think that may be a separate piece too. So I'm going to take my knife, finish scoring this to take it apart. I got to work from the corner out. I'm doing something I don't like to do. Is that pull that knife towards me. Okay, here we go. We can get our tools in here. We can get some leverage on this. Always not so easy. That's coming apart a little differently than what I thought. Okay. This I don't tend to reuse. That can go straight to the trash.
Ready to go.
Oh! All of it. I'm going to try to take this mantle off here. And get a drywall right there. Pull it up from the bottom. Sometimes not so easy.
There it goes.
Ta-da! Oh, here we are. We take the tile off. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and this is what usually happens. When you take the tile off wallboard, it pulls part of the wallboard off. So, you try not to. You gotta repair it later on. You see, most of it will pull off. Just like that. Come back and we'll repair that wallboard later on. It doesn't have to be finished because we're going to put tile and wood over the top. Well, hi there people. We're back at the Rugers again. Still working on the fireplace project. And we are going to measure for wallboard today. As you can see, all of the tile's been taken up on the floor and out of the fireplace surround. And we, in the process of removing that tile, it removed part of the wallboard. So, new wallboard for today, folks. So let's go ahead and get this stuff measured. And then we'll do a little bit of cutting and we'll show you how to screw it to the walls. So stay tuned. We're here and we're ready to start measuring for our wallboard. So I'll go ahead and I'll measure all of the pieces. I've actually pre-measured all of these pieces. I'll run you through going ahead and taking a measurement for them. Then we'll go outside, we'll cut a couple pieces, and we'll bring them in here, and we'll put them up. So what we're doing here is you'll see if the edge of the stove is right there. I'll go ahead and I'll take a measurement, and I can see that's 13.25. And when I piece this together, I'm going to piece this together so that there's a long, thin piece up here. Long thin pieces are real hard to cut on wallboard. They tend to crack. So we're going to cut these big pieces off the end of the wallboard first. And then we'll come back and we'll cut this long skinny piece. Because if I try to cut that off an 8-foot piece right now, it'll probably crack. So we've gone ahead and we measured across here. It's 13.25. Now we have to measure the height. And that's 34.5. And I'm going to go ahead and take A little bit off because it doesn't have to go all the way to the floor, so we'll cut that at 34 1/4. Got that? So we are out of the garage. We've got our wall board down here. We're going to take the measurements that we took from the inside. We'll lay them out here to the board. And the first thing was 12 3/4. I've already gone ahead and measured this out. And you can see I have a line here, 12 3/4. And then the height was sitting at 34 1/4. Measure that. You'll also see that I went ahead and I'll put an arrow on my boards so I know which way is up. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this now.
Go.
Good. Now we're going to go take this sharp, clean blade. Don't run it too much on the concrete. You'll dull it up. If you have a T-square, you can do this when you're sanding up. You just need to score. You don't cut all the way through. Once you've scored it, I pushed on it. It broke the rest of the board all the way through. Now stand the board up. And from this side, I'll cut the backing paper. Backing paper's cut. We are now going to put the pieces that we've cut up here. You can see I have our wall board cut. I have 1 5/8" wall board screws, and I'm going to be screwing into each one of these beams. I'm going to show you on this one piece, and we'll go ahead and put you on time lapse. This piece has already been measured up and cut, so you get to see it fitting in there real pretty like.